Hi, my name is Leslie Chen, and I was a Deloitte Consulting volunteer for the FSD Global Service Trip in Nicaragua. We worked with the community partner called Alternativa, which is a microfinance organization in Nicaragua that provides microloans to mostly women who need access to credit and who otherwise wouldn't have that resource to support their families and then also invest in income-generating activities.
My name is Drew Ratcliffe, and I was a Deloitte volunteer down in Nicaragua. With SACIM, so they kind of had three questions for us. They said, how can we increase kind of the marketing and brand awareness of our bakery? Can we reduce the cost of our current materials that we use? And how should we approach looking to expand? So those were kind of our three topics that we looked to explore while working with SACIM.
Hi, I'm Mike. I was a Deloitte volunteer with FSD. The project we worked on was to help Masinfa develop their long-term strategic plan. They were planning to apply for an international certification as an NGO. So we were helping both develop their strategic objectives over the long term, helping to frame those, understand what the time frame for completing some of the initiatives would be. And then we also helped develop a set of tools in order to track progress towards those objectives and monitor how things were going over the course of that 2+ year strategic plan.
FSD Global Service Trip really helped me understand what it really means to have a sustainable impact on a community. And when I started out before this trip, I was really skeptical about whether a group of foreigners who didn't know the language, didn't know the culture, didn't know the community could come in and actually create impact on businesses and the people who live there. I thought we would come in and it would be more for us to learn and gather rather than for us to give an impact. When we presented our deliverables and seeing just how thrilled they were with the end product, I felt like that was entirely unexpected in terms of sustainable impact. Just creating something that they could use going forward, and they wanted to send it off again to their other microfinance organizations to use. And we really didn't know that it would have that kind of scale of impact for something that we created in just a matter of 4 days. So for me, it really kind of changed or transformed my understanding of what sustainable impact can mean and what it actually takes to create sustainable impact.
I think what's unique about FSD is that it's the most beneficial in terms of the alignment between the skills that we as volunteers had and the skills that the NGOs needed. And so that type of skills-based volunteering really allowed me to feel like the level of impact I had was much more outsized than any of the other service-based trips that I had been on.
So this global service trip really allowed me to use some of the strategic thinking skills that I've developed at work and really strengthen them. So typically in a work environment, we're doing problems that we're very used to. So I think it was a great experience to kind of use these skills to apply to situations, new situations, exciting situations. So I think it definitely did improve my leadership and strategic thinking abilities in one regard. Separately, I think it also made me think more about kind of long-term career goals and what's important to me, and that this was definitely work I enjoyed.
I would and have recommended FSD Global Service Trips to colleagues and friends. I think it's an incredible development opportunity and one that allows you to have the level of impact that you really can't achieve with any other type of service trip.